Hello there, with the wishes for a happy Ganesh Chaturthi. I, Aishwarya Kapoor, welcome you all in this edition of News at 10, bringing you the biggest developing stories of the day from India and across the world. Let us begin the bulletin with the headlines. BJP President Amit Shah and Union Minister Smriti Irani take oath as Rajya Sabha members from Gujarat. Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu administers oath in Parliament House. India and Nepal sign 8 agreements on trade, security, defence and natural disasters. Prime Minister Modi says defence cooperation of the two nations are interdependent. Nandan Nilekani appointed as chairman of Infosys replaces R. Sheshasy. Co-chairman and 2 independent directors also resign. China defends Pakistan's role in Afghanistan, says US must recognize Islamabad's important role in Afghanistan, respect its sovereignty and security concerns. And India beat Sri Lanka by 3 wickets in the second ODI at Palakele. Mahendra Singh Dhoni's patient 45 of 68 balls guides India to win under Duckworth-Lewis system. Our top story, newly elected and re-elected members to the Rajya Sabha from Gujarat took oath today. Rajya Sabha Chairman, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu administered the oath of office at Parliament House. Now, BJP Chief Amit Shah and Union Minister Smriti Irani took oath a short while back. Amit Shah took the oath in Hindi and Smriti Irani took the oath in Sanskrit.
Amit Shah, जो राज्यसभा का सदस्य निर्वाचित हुआ हूं, ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा तथा जिस पद को मैं ग्रहण करने वाला हूं, उसके कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक निर्वहन करूंगा।
अहम स्मृति जुबिन ईरानी यह राज्यसभाया सदस्यत्वेन निर्वाचितः अस्मि। ईश्वरस्य नाम्ना शपेयः अहं विधिना स्थापितं भारतस्य संविधानं प्रति सत्यां श्रद्धां निष्ठां च धारयिष्ये तथा भारतस्य प्रभुतां अखण्डतां च अक्षुण्णां रक्ष्यामि तथा यत् पदं ग्रहीतुम् अहम् उद्यतः अस्मि तस्य कर्तव्यानि श्रद्धापूर्वकं निर्वीक्ष्यामि।
On to some other news. India and Nepal relations took a new leap, with both the nations vowing to address each other's concerns. Now, Prime Minister of Nepal, Sher Bahadur Deuba, is on a 5-day state visit to India since Wednesday to have a detailed discussions on issues challenging both the nations, especially in view of the Chinese OBOR project. Deuba is accompanied by a large official delegation as well as his wife, Arzu Deuba. India accorded him the high honour by ensuring his stay at the Rashtrapati Bhavan.
On Thursday, Nepalese Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba had a summit-level meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi. Both leaders had extensive talks on issues ranging from trade, security and defence, as well as natural disasters. 8 agreements were signed between the two countries in presence of both the PMs. The agreements are relating to speeding up of reconstruction efforts in Nepal and also cooperation in chartered accountants institutions and narcotics control. Special reference was also made to security and defence issues.
मुझे खुशी है कि आज जिन 8 MOUs पर हस्ताक्षर किए गए हैं, उनमें से 4 भूकंप के बाद पुनर्निर्माण कार्यों के लिए भारत की तरफ से किए गए $1 बिलियन की सहायता के वायदे और आगे बढ़ाएंगे। रक्षा क्षेत्र और सुरक्षा में सहयोग हमारी पार्टनरशिप का बहुत महत्वपूर्ण पहलू है। हमारे सुरक्षा हित भी एक दूसरे पर निर्भर हैं और एक दूसरे से जुड़े हुए हैं।
There are tremendous opportunities in Nepal-India relation, enormous potential in economic field, particularly in water resources, trade and investment. With the end of long political transition, Nepali people stand threshold of a new era of progress and prosperity.
Cooperation in infrastructure development was another topic of discussion between the two leaders. They dwelt upon the hurdles in speedy fulfillment of Nepal's needs, and Prime Minister Modi assured him of timely fulfillment of India-sponsored projects. Both leaders also assured that DPR on the much-awaited Pancheshwar projects would be finalized soon for hydroelectricity, which will be a win-win situation for both countries.
पहले से चल रहे हाइड्रो पावर प्रोजेक्ट्स को तय समय सीमा में पूरा करने के लिए अपने प्रयास हम और बढ़ाएंगे। अब मुझे खुशी है कि जब देवबा जी ने मुझे बताया कि अरुण 3 के लिए नेपाल में भूमि मामला सुलझा लिया गया है, मैं देवबा जी का धन्यवाद करता हूं कि उसके शिलान्यास के लिए उन्होंने मुझे नेपाल का निमंत्रण दिया है।
I appreciated Prime Minister Modi's neighborhood first policy and approach of the Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. We are eager to see that these encouraging policy announcements are translated into concrete and development activities.
Both Prime Ministers also stressed on connectivity as a major area of cooperation. With Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari being present during the delegation-level meeting, decisions were taken to expedite pending road projects and decide about the new roads that can connect not only India and Nepal through the borders, but also the inner roads of Nepal. China has already established itself in Nepal with its One Belt, One Road project. While India is not in competition, it does want to ensure that Nepal does not rely only on China for similar projects.
नेपाल के लोगों को और नेपाल की सरकार की प्राथमिकताओं को ध्यान में रखते हुए नेपाल के विकास में अपनी साझेदारी बढ़ाने के लिए भारत पूरी तरह प्रतिबद्ध है। इस उद्देश्य की प्राप्ति के लिए हम कई ऐसे इकोनॉमिक कनेक्टिविटी और डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स पर सहमत हुए हैं जो नेपाल की नेशनल प्रायोरिटी हैं।
2 transmission lines from Raxaul to Parvanipur and Kotaya to Kushaha from India to Nepal, each of 132 megawatts, were also launched today. Earlier on Thursday, the Nepal Prime Minister and his wife were given a ceremonial reception at the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan. He met President Kovind and Vice President Naidu and paid respects to Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat. During the next leg of his visit, he will be travelling to Hyderabad and Gaya.
Due to open border between the two countries, India has serious security concerns and Nepal has serious need of infrastructure development. It is heartening to hear that both Prime Ministers have reassured one another in these regards. Rest will be done by people of both the countries to increase confidence between the two. Akhilesh Suman for Rajya Sabha Television with camera person Junaid in Delhi.
And Nepal Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba also met former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and Congress President Sonia Gandhi on Thursday. Now, the leaders held wide-ranging discussions on bilateral issues and friendship between the two countries. Reports say that there was also in-depth discussion on the regional situation. Now, senior Congress leaders Dr. Karan Singh and Anand Sharma were also present during the meeting held at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Today, the Nepalese Prime Minister is in Hyderabad, where he will visit the Infosys campus and T-Hub, a startup incubator set up by the Telangana government in the city. Governor ESL Narasimhan will also host a dinner for the Nepalese Prime Minister. And in some other news, India has ordered to host a joint urban earthquake search and rescue exercise with the Shanghai Cooperation Organization member nations, including China and Pakistan, in 2019. The offer is to better respond to emergencies in case of natural disasters. It was made by Home Minister Rajnath Singh at the 9th meeting of the heads of government of the SCO, dealing with the prevention and elimination of emergency situation in Kyrgyz Republic. Singh said that the exercise will be very useful in improving the collective preparedness. Singh also said that India is ready to host the next meeting of the SCO head of departments dealing with disaster prevention. He said that the Indian government is making concerted efforts to reduce preventable deaths and other losses by analyzing the patterns of disaster mortality and taking focused steps.
India's membership of SCO would certainly take our cooperation to greater heights and this interaction, I am sure, this will set a great example and improve our cooperation in the sphere of disaster management and combating emergency situations.
The Supreme Court declared right to privacy a fundamental right under the Constitution. A 9-judge Constitution bench headed by Chief Justice J.S. Kehar ruled that right to privacy is protected intrinsically as part of the rights guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution. The historic judgment came on Thursday. Here are all the details.
In a landmark judgment, a 9-judge Constitution bench headed by Chief Justice J.S. Kehar unanimously declared that right to privacy was a fundamental right under the Constitution. The Supreme Court ruling said that right to privacy is an intrinsic part of right to life and personal liberty under Article 21, an entire Part 3 of the Constitution. The bench was hearing a batch of petitions challenging the centre's move to make Aadhaar mandatory for availing the benefits of social welfare schemes.
All that this 9-judge bench has held is that this is a fundamental right under Article 21, and therefore any law which is made to restrict this fundamental right will have to be examined on the touchstone of Article 21, which means that the court will have to see whether that law imposes reasonable restrictions on your fundamental right to privacy or not.
While the centre had argued that right to privacy is not a fundamental right, the petitioners contended that when a citizen gives his biometrics to the government and it is used by commercial organizations, it is a breach of privacy. The apex court said the validity of sharing information for Aadhaar card will be decided by a 5-judge bench, which has been hearing the petition since 2015.
The government welcomes this judgment. यूपीए ने आधार लाया था बिना किसी कानून के, और पूरी चर्चा इस बात से हुई थी कि how could the government collect data or insist upon biometrics without any legislative sanction. तो यूपीए सरकार के काम करने का तरीका था. फिर हमने एक कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव बिल लाया known as the आधार एक्ट.
The judgment also concluded that privacy includes at its core the preservation of personal intimacies and that sexual orientation is an essential attribute of privacy. It said that privacy and protection of sexual orientation lie at the core of the fundamental rights under Articles 14, 15 and 21 of the Constitution.
The judgment delivered today is a landmark verdict and will rank among the most important judgments delivered by the Supreme Court. Privacy is at the core of personal liberty. In fact, privacy is an inalienable part of life itself. By virtue of the judgment of the Supreme Court, Article 21 has acquired a new magnificence.
The judgment is a blow to Aadhaar as the centre now has to convince the Supreme Court that forcing citizens to give fingerprints and their iris scan does not violate privacy. With Thursday's decision, the Supreme Court has overruled its judgments of 1954 MP Sharma case and the 1961 Khadak Singh case that right to privacy is not protected under the Constitution. Ravindra Sharan's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Meanwhile, a linking of PAN with biometric identifier Aadhaar will continue as previously directed. Also, quoting of the 12-digit ID number for availing various government subsidies will also continue. Now, this statement has come from the UIDAI CEO Ajay Bhushan Pandey. He has said that the Supreme Court verdict holding privacy as a fundamental right has in no way stopped quoting of Aadhaar for various schemes as well as filing of income tax returns. He added that the Aadhaar Act, which entails its quoting for services ranging from getting subsidized cooking gas to opening of bank accounts and obtaining a new phone number, had been drafted keeping in mind privacy as a fundamental right. On to some other news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the Golden Jubilee and Foundation Day celebrations of Bharatiya Agro Industries Foundation in Pune via video conferencing. The Prime Minister pitched for creating digital villages, saying that it is an integral part of the new India. He proposed to make at least 500 villages less cash under digital villages. He added that to transform the dream of digital village into reality, his government is working on connecting panchayats nationwide with optical fibre network. The Prime Minister also emphasized the need for focusing on the growth of livestock sector. He further added that skill training should be provided to women folk who play a crucial role in this area. The Prime Minister also said that the government is working on the targeting of doubling the income of farmers by 2022.
कि सरकार के प्रयास इसलिए हैं कि किसान खेती से जुड़ी चिंता से बाहर निकले, उसका किसानी का खर्च कम हो, आमदनी बढ़े। जब देश का अन्नदाता चिंता मुक्त होगा तो देश भी विकास की नई ऊंचाई प्राप्त करके रहेगा ही।
Now an update on the Infosys crisis, and Nandan Nilekani has been appointed as the chairman of Infosys. He has replaced R. Seshasai, who quit under pressure from Infosys co-founders led by N.R. Narayana Murthy. Now, 62-year-old Nilekani, who was the CEO of the company between 2002 and 2007, takes over as the chairman with immediate effect. Infosys co-chairman Ravi Venkateshan also resigned, although he would continue as an independent director. Now, two other independent directors also quit the Infosys board with immediate effect. The resignations brought about a near complete overhaul of the 9-member Infosys board, meeting key and persistent demands of the founders led by Murthy. Now, Infosys faced a leadership crisis after first non-founder chief executive Vishal Sikka abruptly quit on 18th of August. He blamed the founders for the slander. On the same day, the board, in an unusual move, made a scathing attack on Murthy, blaming his act for Sikka's resignation. Nilekani is seen as someone who, as was the co-founder led by Murthy, would listen to and one who can restore order in the embattled company. The Reserve Bank of India will launch the 200 rupee notes for the first time today. The bright yellow-coloured 200 rupee note will hit the market just a day after the Finance Minister gave go-ahead to the RBI to issue the new currency bill. Following the demonetization of 1,000 and 500 rupee notes last November, the central bank had introduced 2,000 rupee notes and new 500 rupee notes. The transition had led to severe cash shortage in the economy and had put pressure on low-value notes. As per the new policy on theme-based currency notes, the 200 rupee note bears the motif of a Sanchi Stupa to depict India's cultural heritage. India has currency denominations now of rupees 1 to 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500 and 2,000. In Breakfast News, time for a very short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome. This is Amritan Rai and you're watching Constitutionally Yours.
Any tribal land cannot be transferred to the non-tribe.
Tribals of Tripura, they were depending on the forest.
There has been a growing demand amongst the tribal community that customary law should be.
Although they have codified customary laws, except for Tripura. So what is the initiative of the legislature?
There is no codified customary law as yet.
Watch Constitutionally Yours on Rajya Sabha television.
Thanks for staying with us. Now, Union Ministers Arun Jaitley and Prakash Javadekar have been appointed as the BJP's election in charge for Gujarat and Karnataka Assembly polls respectively. BJP Chief Amit Shah also appointed 4 Union Ministers, Narendra Singh Tomar, Nirmala Sitharaman, Jitendra Singh and PP Chaudhary as co-in charge for the Gujarat polls scheduled to be held later this year. Union Minister Piyush Goyal will be co-in charge for the Karnataka polls, which are slated for early next year. Union Minister Thawar Chand Gehlot has been appointed as the election in charge for the Himachal Pradesh Assembly polls, also scheduled for later this year. Now, BJP is in direct contest with the Congress in all the 3 states. On to the other developing story now. Punjab and Haryana are on high alert today as the Panchkula CBI court will pronounce its verdict in the Sadhvi sexual exploitation case against Dera Sacha Sauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh today. Now, more than 10 companies of the paramilitary forces have been deployed at Panchkula along with Haryana police to tackle any untoward situation. During the night, 2 columns of the army were also called. Now, the CBI court is under tight security and all the roads leading to the courts have been closed. The paramilitary forces are staging a flag march in the sensitive areas. At night, the Dera chief appealed to all his followers to go back to their homes and to maintain peace and harmony and respect the court. Now, an estimated 1.5 lakh Dera followers have gathered in Panchkula. The followers refused to relent and they kept sitting along the side roads and parks. The Chandigarh police has warned the followers of stern action if they try to enter the Union Territory. Prohibitory orders under Section 144A has also been imposed in the city. Mobile internet services have also been suspended for 72 hours in Haryana, Punjab and Chandigarh. Earlier on Thursday, Home Minister Rajnath Singh spoke to Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar as assured him of adequate forces for security. The central government has also assured all possible help to the 2 state governments to deal with any untoward situation.
सफिशिएंट हमने जो है यहाँ पे पुलिस फोर्सेस का और पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस का डिप्लॉयमेंट किया है। इसके अलावा हमने आर्मी को भी अलर्ट किया है। हमारे जो कोर सेंसिटिव एरियाज हैं उनको हमने पूरी तरह से सैनिटाइज कर रखा है। वहाँ पे किसी प्रकार की कोई भी अनऑथराइज जो एंट्री है वो वहाँ पे नहीं होगी।
मैं लोगों से हम यही अपील करेंगे शांति बनाए रखें और उसके साथ ये मैसेज भी है शरारती तत्वों का, अगर किसी ने कोई खिलाफ जाने की कोशिश की तो उसके खिलाफ सख्त कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
And on to flood situation across various states of the country. In Bihar and Uttar Pradesh continue to reel under floods which have left a trail of death and destruction in these 2 states. The toll in Bihar floods has risen to 379 with 12 more deaths reported on Thursday. Over 1.61 crore people have been hit by the deluge in 19 districts of the state. The Chief Minister Nitish Kumar on Thursday visited East Champaran district. With the water receding in some places, many people have returned to their homes and the number of relief camps has dropped to 624, in which 1.56 lakh people have taken shelter. Meanwhile, the opposition RJD, Congress and CPIML protested in the Bihar Assembly, accusing the state government of failing to provide proper relief to the flood victims in the state. Meanwhile, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also visited the flood-hit areas of Faizabad and distributed relief material to the people. He also flagged relief material for flood-hit areas in the state. Now, floods in the state have affected 24 lakh people with 91 people dead. Nearly 57,000 people have taken a shelter in various relief camps. Meanwhile, in Assam, the 3rd wave of flood has so far claimed 72 lives across the state. Authorities are running 128 relief camps and distribution centers in 6 districts. Meanwhile, the Brahmaputra River is flowing above the danger mark. 4.5 lakh people still are affected by deluge across 9 districts of the state.
प्रत्येक पीड़ित परिवार को इतना खाद्यान्न दिया है कि 15 दिन 20 दिन तक पूरा परिवार आराम से बैठ करके उस खाद्यान्न का उपयोग कर सकता है। साथ साथ हम लोगों ने ये भी व्यवस्था सुनिश्चित की है कि स्वास्थ्य की व्यवस्था भी इसके साथ साथ चले, क्योंकि बाढ़ के बाद एक तो पेयजल का संकट उन क्षेत्रों में है। बाढ़ की समस्या का स्थायी समाधान होना चाहिए और इस संबंध में मैंने विदेश मंत्री श्रीमती सुषमा स्वराज जी से भी, नेपाल के राजदूत से भी मेरी इस संबंध में बातचीत हुई है।
Let's get you some international news. China has defended Pakistan's role in Afghanistan, saying that the US must recognize Pakistan's important role in Afghanistan, respect its sovereignty and security concerns. Now, this was communicated by China's top diplomat Yang Jiechi to the US Secretary of State Rex Tillerson in a phone call. Jiechi reiterated that his government was committed to bringing peace to Afghanistan, but also called on the Trump administration to recognize of Pakistan in the process. Now, the remarks came 2 days after US President Donald Trump sternly warned Pakistan against providing safe havens to militants. Beijing has defended its all-weather ally for a second time in as many days. It had earlier praised Islamabad for making great sacrifices and contributions to fighting terrorism.
特朗普总统呢，发表演讲，阐述了美国对阿富汗和南亚的新战略，引起了各方的广泛关注。那么，昨天杨洁篪国务委员应约同美国国务卿蒂勒森通电话的时候呢，杨国伟阐述了中方对阿富汗的政策。
And in the backdrop of the ongoing feud in the Gulf region, now Qatar has restored full diplomatic relations with Iran. Qatar's foreign ministry announced that it was sending its ambassador back to Tehran. Now, this comes after a 20-month hiatus that started in January 2016 when Qatar broke off relations after attacks on 2 Saudi diplomatic facilities in Iran. While Qatar gave no explanation for the move, the timing suggested it a snub of Saudi Arabia, which along with the 3 other countries in the region have begun a punitive boycott of Qatar in June, accusing it of supporting terrorism. There was no immediate reaction from the 4 boycotting countries. Since the dispute flared in the month of June, Iran has provided Qatar with the sea shipments of fresh food and has allowed a stream of Qatari airplanes to cross its airspace. And on to sports news now. India continued its dominant run at the ongoing World Badminton Championships in Glasgow. Ace shuttler Saina Nehwal, PV Sindhu and Kidambi Srikanth have booked their places in the quarterfinals after winning the 3rd round clashes in the singles event. Now, Sindhu defeated Hong Kong's Cheung Nang 19-21, 23-21, 21-17. She will now face 5th seeded Sung Yu. The 12th-seeded Saina Nehwal beat world number 3 Sung Ji-yoon of Korea 21-19, 21-15. She will now face Scotland's Kirsty Gilmore or China's He Bingjiao. Srikanth beat Anders Antonsen of Denmark 21-14, 21-18. He will now take on top seed Song Wan-ho of Korea. However, in wrestling, India suffered a major blow in the first round match at the World Wrestling Championship in Paris. Olympic bronze medalist Sakshi Malik was defeated by Germany's Luisa Nimesh 2-3 in the 60-kilogram event, while Vinesh Phogat's campaign also ended after he was defeated in the hands of US's Victoria's Lacey Anthony. Sakshi and Vinesh have gone down in their respective round of 16 bouts. And in cricket, India beat Sri Lanka by 3 wickets to take a 2-0 lead in the 5-match series in the second ODI at Pallekil on Thursday. Chasing a target of 232 runs to win the match, India made a strong start to their innings. Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Bhuvneshwar Kumar scored and they helped India win the match. The hosts scored 231 runs for 8 wickets after 47 overs. The two sides will now face each other in the 3rd ODI on 27th of August. And President Ramnath Kovind and Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu have greeted the nation on the auspicious occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi. In his message, the Vice President said that Lord Ganesh is revered as an embodiment of wisdom, prosperity and good fortune in our country. Invoking the auspicious name of Lord Ganesh before start of any good work and project is a common practice, he added. Extending his good wishes on the occasion, the Vice President prayed that the festival should bring peace, prosperity and harmony in the country. And with wishes from Rajya Sabha television as well, I leave you with these visuals of the celebrations. Thanks so much for watching.